God sent Nathan, who was a prophet, to reveal the seriousness of David's transgression against Uriah the Hittite about Bathsheba, as well as the divine punishment meted out as a result. He handled this with subtlety, but also with firmness, and an example. Chapter 12 of 2 Samuel provides the illustration that Nahum mentioned. Let's see.
History is meaningful if we learn from it. Technology changed a lot, but the basic human feelings and needs are the same. This episode part of a series which speaks about people who are mentioned in the Bible. Thanks for all who would like to support this channel. Please, if you can subscribe, or give a like, or a meaningful comment. In the description you may find other opportunities to support this channel. Enjoy.
There were two men in a certain city. One was wealthy, but the other was poor. The wealthy man had a very large flock and herd, but the poor man had nothing except a single small ewe lamb that he had acquired. He nourished it and raised it together with himself and his sons. From his crumbs it would eat, from his cup it would drink, and in his arms it would lie. It was like a daughter to him. There came a visitor to the wealthy man, but he was unwilling to take from his own flock or herd to prepare a meal for the wanderer who had come to him. Instead he took the poor man's ewe lamb and prepared food for the wanderer who had come to him. David became very angry because of this man. He said to Nathan, "As the Lord lives, the man who did this deserves to die. And he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing, and because he had no pity." Then Nathan told David, "You are this man. Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel. I anointed you as king over Israel, and I rescued you from the hand of Saul. I gave to you your master's house and your master's wives into your arms, and I gave to you the house of Israel and Judah. If this were too little, I would have continued to do for you much more. Why have you despised the word of the Lord by doing evil in his sight? You struck down Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and you took his wife as a wife for yourself. You killed him with the sword of the Ammonites. Now the sword will never depart from your house, because you have despised me and have taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be your wife. Thus says the Lord. See, I will raise up trouble against you from within your own house. I will take your wives before your eyes and will give them to your neighbor, and he will lie with your wives in broad daylight. Although you did it secretly, I will do this thing before all of Israel and under the sun." Then David said to Nathan, "I have sinned against the Lord." Nathan said to David, "Now the Lord has put away your sin, you shall not die. Nevertheless, because by this deed you have utterly scorned the Lord, the child who is born to you shall die." The newborn child of Bathsheba and David fell ill after Nathan left for home. David begged God to ensure the child's safety. He fasted and slept on the ground while wearing sackcloth. Soon the baby passed away. The devastating information was delivered to David. He broke his fast and finished his prayers before entering to console his wife and view the infant. Solomon was the name David and Bathsheba gave to their second son, who was born later. The name Jedediah, which means, friend of God, was bestowed upon him by the Lord out of affection for him through the prophet Nathan. Solomon developed into the following king of Israel. In other episode, let's see what we know about Solomon from the Bible.